everyone, RogueGold here. Today we're doing Striker, and so Striker is great in solo, it's great in groups, all across the board. It is great right now. The way I have my stats set up, 6,600 firearms, 6,400 stamina. This is because when you go into last stand, the amount of stamina I have rounds off to about 6,012, and so that way I don't have to put on an additional stamina mod. I can just keep it how it is. If you really want to, you can go 7,000 firearms, keep your stamina just at about 6,000 in the normal world. So to start off with the gear, we've got on the chest piece, stamina, health, skill haste, ammo, pretty standard. At the bottom, 2 firearms and skill haste mods. For the backpack, firearms, skill power, and ammo. So here for the major attribute, I'd choose skill power just because I like my booster shot to be able to heal me for just a little bit, but this is definitely interchangeable with crit damage, health if you want it, although you don't really need it. So yeah, whatever you want to put there. For the gloves, we have firearms, assault rifle damage, crit chance. So I choose the M4 as my primary. If you want the house as your primary, then go ahead and put SMG damage. But even if you have the house as your secondary, it's better to roll assault rifle damage because you get the exotic talent on the house that gives you 20% damage, and the assault rifle does not get a damage boost. So this is the best way to buff both your weapons and get plenty of damage from that. Moving on to the mask, we have stamina, skill power, burn resistance. Same thing here with the major with skill power. You can swap this out for crit chance. Yep. Firearms, skill haste mod again. For the knee pads, we have stamina, health, shock, burn, bleed, and firearm skill haste, and first aid self-heal mod. And on the holster we have skill haste with another first aid self-heal. Moving on to the weapons, we have an M4 doing 20.4, unforgiving, deadly, responsive. These are pretty much the best talents to pick up for an assault rifle. M4 is really the only one you're going to go with. For most of the clips in here, I'm running a shotgun as my secondary, but really your secondary is interchangeable. You can run MDR if you want high damage when you have stacks. You can run the house, shotgun, Big Alejandro with Striker is great. So really whatever you want to run. Just the same mods on all of them. Just extend mag and crit chance, crit damage on whatever gun you want to run. So moving over to the character sheet, we have 15% crit chance. This is for the M4 and 112% crit damage. Going down to the skills, 31% skill haste. A lot of people have moved on from skill haste. Personally, if I'm ever running the solo, I like to be able to get my box back quickly because you get a third of your health back when you blow it up. So even in groups, I still think it's worthwhile to keep around skill haste. So that is how I set it up. Moving on to the talents. The skills. We have booster shot, which again doesn't heal for that much, but if I didn't roll skill power on the backpack and the mask, it would be doing even less, so that is how I choose to do it. Box comes back in 24.10 seconds due to the skill haste that I've invested. Yeah, I just like to be able to get it back fairly quickly. Moving on to the talents, we have Adrenaline. Now if you don't know, they changed Adrenaline with 1.8. It now is that medkits give 7 seconds of immunity from status effects. So this is really handy. I've definitely popped a medkit when I'm at full health a couple of times just to be able to rush in with a shock turret and be able to shoot the person without worrying about catching on fire or getting shocked or any of that. So it's definitely very handy now. Worthwhile talent to run. Crit save, I mean, no explanation here. Pretty standard on most builds. We got combat medic. I run in a group a lot, so I just keep it on. It's definitely a must if you're running with a group. Yeah, and the last one, on the move. You shouldn't really be staying still when you're shooting, so this is just a must to run to get that damage reduction. Alright everyone, well that is the build. If you have any more questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, I'll see you guys next time. RogueGold out.
Disallowed emission.